Chapter 1, let me ask you something. What if everything you believed about work, success, and getting ahead was backwards? What if chasing promotions, bigger salaries, and job titles was actually keeping you poor? In this episode, we explore one of the biggest mindset shifts in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the idea that the rich don't work for money. They work to learn, and that small shift changes everything. This episode could challenge the way you see your career. So stick around, because what you learn here might be the very thing that sets you free. Chapter 2, Robert Kiyosaki tells a story of how his rich dad encouraged him to take jobs not for the money, but for the skills. At a young age, Robert worked for free, not because he was being exploited, but because he was learning. He learned how businesses worked. He learned how money moved. He learned how people think. These lessons weren't available in school, but they were invaluable. Meanwhile, poor dad believed in security. He pushed Robert to get a stable job with benefits, to climb the corporate ladder. In other words, work for a paycheck. But rich dad had a better idea. Work to grow your skill set, not your salary. Chapter 3, let's break that down. Most people spend their lives working for someone else. They specialize in one area, maybe accounting or engineering or administration, and stay there for years. They become very good at that one thing, but they miss the bigger picture. Rich Dad said, if you want to be rich, you need to know a little about a lot. That means understanding sales, marketing, finance, people, leadership, investing, business strategy. The rich build a wide base of skills that allows them to see and seize more opportunities. They're not afraid to be beginners again. They're willing to learn things outside their comfort zone. Chapter 4, so let's pause and ask, what skills are you learning right now? Are you only doing what you've always done? Or are you actively trying to grow in areas that make you more valuable, more independent, more capable? Here's a personal example from Robert's life. He once took a sales job, even though he hated sales. But he did it anyway, because he knew that learning to sell was essential for building a business. That one skill opened doors he never would have imagined. It gave him confidence, communication, and persuasion power. And he says it was one of the most valuable skills he ever learned. Chapter 5, let's make this practical. If you want to get out of the rat race, you have to become more than just an employee. You need to learn how businesses run, not just from the outside, but from the inside. That means understanding how money flows in and out, how marketing brings in customers, how operations keep things moving, and how leadership inspires people. It's not about getting an MBA or reading 100 books. It's about exposing yourself to real-world experiences where you can learn by doing. Maybe you take on a side project. Volunteer to help a friend launch something. Start a small online store. These are your classrooms now. Chapter 6, one of the most overlooked skills of the wealthy, is financial literacy. This means understanding how to read a financial statement, how to evaluate investments, how to minimize taxes, how to manage risk. Poor dad avoided these topics. Rich dad embraced them. Why? Because if you don't understand money, it will always control you. But if you do understand it, you can control it. So ask yourself, when was the last time you studied money? Not just how to earn it, but how to grow it, protect it, and multiply it. Chapter 7, here's another thing the rich do. They learn from everyone. They don't let ego stop them from asking questions or taking advice. They read books, attend seminars, listen to mentors. In fact, most successful people are voracious learners. They don't stop once they leave school. That's when the real education begins. So what are you feeding your mind? Are you watching hours of entertainment or investing time in things that stretch you and challenge you? Remember, your mind is your greatest asset. The more you grow it, the more options you'll have in life. Chapter 8, and here's a mindset shift you might need to make. You don't need to get paid for everything you do. Sometimes the most valuable things you do are the ones that don't pay you right away. But they teach you, position you, and prepare you. For example, building your personal brand, learning video editing, studying how to write great copy. These are skills that won't pay you today, but could set you up to earn for years to come. Rich Dad always said, paychecks make you dependent. Skills make you free. Chapter 9, before we wrap up, Let's do a challenge. Over the next 30 days, pick one new skill you want to learn. Make it something you've been avoiding. Maybe sales, public speaking, coding, investing, or content creation. Then commit 20 minutes a day to learning it. Read, practice, ask questions. Track your progress. You'll be shocked how much you can grow in 1 month if you treat learning like a job. Closing in episode 9, we take things to the next level. We'll explore how taxes and corporations are used by the wealthy to build and protect wealth, and why most people unknowingly play a losing game. You won't want to miss this one. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss episode 9 of Success Library. Because if you want to be wealthy, you've got to learn what the wealthy learn. And it all starts by choosing to work for skills, not just salaries.